Africa. Oh, good. I think that's
Hello everyone, welcome to GNU According to CD. That is Government of National Unity. So guys, this little clip that you just saw, these are Malawians. Apparently, these thousands of them, as you see them going back, they were on their way to South Africa. They were turned at the South African border. I forgot the name. I can't even pronounce the name. Anyways, even if I knew how to say it, I wouldn't have been able to pronounce it. These guys were turned away from the border coming into South Africa. Thousands of them, as you see them. Clearly, these guys are not watching television. If they're not watching television, it's either don't have television. If they don't have television, the radio stations at back home, are they not listening to what is happening in South Africa? Like, we are trying to work something, and then they are taking us thousands of steps backward. No. It's not going to work like that. And I'm so glad to hear that our borders are pretty tight right now. And I am hoping that they are going to remain as tight as they are. I was also very pleased to see about a week ago where the Department of Home Affairs was releasing vacancies for people to apply to work at Home Affairs. So clearly they are looking for new Home Affairs officials. I hope these people are going to be vetted. I hope that Home Affairs as well is not just going to go into the whole technology thing with IDs and passports and driver's licenses. Okay, driver's licenses is not part of Home Affairs, but you do get what I'm saying. But also install some kind of technology on each and every Home Affairs official, like a body camera. Those body cameras, there must be rules and regulations that are strict, that if your camera is turned off while you are still on your duties, you have some answers to answer. Yes, and those questions must go along the lines of, why did your camera turn off? I get it. Technology sometimes does glitch and all of that stuff. But people, as well, they know how to manipulate technology as well. This piece of technology, you need to make sure that it is incorruptible. Otherwise, we're gonna go back to step one. And we cannot afford to go backward. Right now, our country is getting clean. You can almost smell a breath of fresh air, even though it's still far away, but you can see in the horizon the nice blue oxygen coming our direction. But all I am saying is, whoever is going to get employed and the current Home Affairs traders, they must have some kind of technology on them. Only time it's going to be turned off, in fact, not even turned off during their break, because you'll never know what they're going to do during break time. As long as we still have the green, white, and green people in South Africa, we can't take chances. There is no way we can take chances. So this is what I am seeing. Also, I'm hearing some reports that are coming from OR Tambo International Airport that a drug mule was arrested today. And this person was coming from Sao Paulo, connecting from South Africa, where OR Tambo International, to Nigeria. And they found 2 bags of white powder worth millions, I think 13 million rand or something like that. But of course, this person is not necessarily transitioning from or Tambo International to Nigeria, but this person flew from Sao Paulo basically to drop these 2 bags in or Tambo International and then leave those bags here in South Africa. Somebody's going to come and collect them and then take a flight from Ortambo to Lagos, Nigeria. And somebody would have come and picked up these bags. Now, where I am being critical of this is that the officials at the airport, they were too quick to react when in fact they should have detained this individual coming from Sao Paulo, who happens to be, of course, a Niger. Leave them at the airport and then watch those 2 bags. Who comes and collect them? Wherever these bags were going to end up at, they needed to follow these bags until they catch whoever is coming to collect these bags, because clearly somebody was going to collect these bags full of the white powder coming from Sao Paulo. Obviously, his destination is South Africa, but they seized the bags as well as the mule. And of course, whoever was supposed to collect or receive these bags, they get away with it. They are going to try again. There's going to be a mule that is going to successfully drop these white powdered bags, and somebody will successfully collect them. And guess what? These white powder once again come into our country to come and destroy our communities. So that's why I keep saying this investigation on officials in South Africa must extend even to customs at all of our airports. AXA is not good enough for me to be the ones that are doing these investigations. These investigations need to be conducted by the South African police services together with the intelligence, meaning the South African Security Service needs to be involved in this, because I don't hear anything about our intelligence. What is their job? I don't understand. With all of this that is happening in this country, one has to ask this question: what has our intelligence been doing so far? Because all of this that is happening in this country shouldn't be happening if we had an active intelligence, the state security. Who is even leading the state security department in the GNU? Is it still under the ANC? Because if it's still under the ANC, I don't think things are going to improve as all of this is happening. I don't. There's got to be a new minister of state security that needs to take over so that we get to see them at work. This is lack of intelligence. That is why we find ourselves with Mexicans in South Africa with white powder manufacturing plant in Limpopo. And the most wanted white powder pusher and trafficker and boss of this whole thing in South America was living in South Africa for the past 2 years, only to get arrested in Mozambique and sent back to South America. And yet we have intelligence in South Africa? No, something ain't right there. Somebody needs to investigate what's happening with our state security. Are they capable? Who are the people that are supposed to be running our state security? Are they even qualified? Are they even qualified to do this? Because we are not going to be experiencing what we're experiencing if they were at work. Our borders will not be this loose. Our ports of entry will not be this loose. Something is amiss here. And somebody needs to check what is it that is amiss. Is it capability? Is it capacity? Is it lack of interest and will to fight for South Africa and protect the sovereignty of our country? What is happening? What is our national security risk right now is what I am asking, because it's going to become a little bit difficult over the years to go to bed with a peace of mind knowing that our state security is at work. I mean, right now, we are being gaslighted about people saying, hey, what about white illegal foreigners or European illegal foreigners? It's true, we do have them. But that is the job of the intelligence to have detected them, that they are other fugitives in their own countries, or they came to South Africa and they never returned. Because these things are supposed to be captured in our systems to track those that are inside the country and never left. Whether they are Africans or they are Europeans or they are Americans or Canadians or Chinese or Indians, Australians, whoever they are. It's intelligence job to trace them, find them, and deport them. Why are we finding ourselves in this situation is what I am trying to understand. Now that our borders are actually tightened, from what I am hearing, there we have thousands of Malawians being turned back to Malawi. not allowed to enter South Africa. Do you see that number of people that were coming in here, some of whom would have broken into your house, probably armed your children, probably even kidnapped some of your children and turned them into prostitutes, or they would have broken into your house and wiped you all clean. And I'm talking deleting all of you. Why? Because they want to take your valuables, steal them, and go build mansions in Malawi. No, 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 no. Our intelligence needs to be held accountable. Something ain't right there. Something is not going right in that department because our country is not supposed to be in this situation if they were active. What is happening is the question I want to know. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. I shall see you again in my next video. Goodbye.